take a stand up, please. Thank you. I just wanted to recognize all Wendell's brothers and sisters. It's in a way, I'm feel special to get a chance to speak with Wendell as an advocate and also a person who's a community organizer. Back in 1970, when we had our first black city council, Ira Robinson, Wendell was very active in the city. Ira wrote a note about Wendell Evans I'd like to read to the congregation here. To the Evans family, Ira L. Robinson. I met Wendell in 1960 when he was a teenager attending George Washington High School. I was both friend and lawyer, and in return, I received his support and his constructive criticism during my campaign to serve the city as a first city councilman from 1970 to 1973. I've also had a lifetime been a fan of Wendell with his courage, his activism, and his dedication to equal rights for his community and welfare. These were the times when an outspoken young African American, it was potentially a very dangerous time. Despite that, the sometime dashiki wearing Wendell Evans was respected as an effective leader in his school, in the community, and in City Hall. He was constantly pushing for change, and he insisted on fair and respectful treatment. Although these were dangerous times for an active black teenager, Wendell always showed up. He was so much of an Alexandria that the police department knew him by name. Indeed, Wendell had the convictions and courage to risk getting into what the late Congressman John Lewis called good trouble. Indeed, Wendell was, in short, when it came for Wendell to speak out and push for change, he did it, even at his own personal risk. He understood that change had never come easy, and those in power were allowed to remain comfortable and unchallenged, never changes the system. When time came for him to build a business and provide for a family, he did that too. He was part and part of, I would say, the legacy of many of my uncles and aunts in his family. When Dr. King died, my father called me on the phone and asked me to hurry and get up Broderick Road because he was looking at the television and there was Wendell, who closed down George Washington High School, and all the students marched to T.C. Williams. They didn't know what they was going to do, whether they was going to tear it down or burn it up. They went up there and lowered the flag and prayed for Dr. King. One of the things about Wendell is that I know some of the city fathers are here. Ms. Rose Dawson from the library, and I want to say to all the city workers, some of the whites that Wendell gave a tough time, he loved you. But Wendell, I feel, channeled the rage of our black ancestors. He was going to let you know how he felt about it.